Hello and welcome to this trophy / achievement walkthrough guide for Sightseeing on Gun Gun Gun. To attain this trophy you have to survive for 30 seconds while stood still without dying. The idea behind this is that you find a specific level that is good for leaning up against an edge so that you can't actually go anywhere, as the recoil of the gun will actually project you backwards slightly depending on what gun you are using. So here you can see I'm flicking through various levels in order to get a level where the edge of the level is kind of easier for me to manage. So on this particular level you can see to the left there will be no enemies coming actually from the left, and all the enemies will come from the right hand side. So this is one of the ideal levels to use. There are a few levels like this. It isn't particularly this level that you need to use, and it may not be this level that I actually get the trophy in. This was at a point of the game where I thought if I just stood still I'd be okay, but then I noticed that when I was using certain guns I was moving backwards even when I was not even pushing anything on the analog stick, so I assumed that would avoid the trophy, and therefore I just need to do a few kills on this level, and then I was going to move on to another level to see if I could unlock the trophy on those levels. This will be probably one of the last trophies that you get, depending on whether you actually target this trophy or not. You can unlock it at any point, so it's not needed instantly, but it's one that you might have to focus on specifically, because I don't think you would unlock this naturally unless you were just hold up against the wall for an amount of time. It's probably also noting that you probably need the right gun equipped for this particular trophy. So some of the guns are not great at fending off your enemies, so I've picked up the Rhino here. So it's not got very many bullets and it takes a while to reload, hence why it's not great. Something like the Kalashnikov or the MP5 has loads of bullets, fires pretty quickly. It's still quite a while to reload, but at least it gives you that initial amount of bullets to kill most of the enemies that are going to be coming towards you. I would advise targeting this from the start of the level, so whenever you start the level you go from there right immediately, because the enemies will build up over time. So this is another good level where you can prop yourself up against the side wall. So here I've got the Martini Henry gun and I've propped myself up against the wall so I don't move, hoping that I can last that 30 seconds needed in order to unlock the trophy. It is hard to forget not to move, I'll be honest, because you do want to go towards the enemies in order to keep your combo going, but you just have to forget about that for this particular trophy and hope that you can stay kind of still for that 30 seconds. It may be the case also that your trophies don't unlock at the time that they should do, so if you've watched any of my other guides for Gun Gun Gun, you'll know that the trophies really don't unlock when they should do most of the time, so it may take a reload of the game, which I do after every round in order for that trophy to unlock. It seems to be really dependent. I thought I'd done the 30 seconds here, but obviously I was maybe moving about slightly. Again, this is another level where this can be attained, but unfortunately I've got the Rhino again, so I've just got the wrong gun to mean that I can kill enough enemies in front of me before so I can hold that 30 seconds. It doesn't have enough bullets, unfortunately. It doesn't do like enough extra damage in order to justify it being a decent gun. So again, if you've watched any other videos you'll know that my three favourite guns in this game are the Kalashnikov, the MP5 and the Martini Henry. So try and use those. I've got a Kalashnikov here, you can see it's got a lot of bullets in a single clip, so this allows you to mostly take out the field of enemies quicker, other than the Rhino that you can see I was really struggling to stop the enemies moving towards me. You also have to watch out on these levels for people parachuting in or jumping off horses, as I may have mentioned in another one. You see that we just had someone parachute in there. You will get heavies and the dynamite TNT carrying guys parachuting in as well, so you'd have to be careful. And again, I think I forgot that I was meant to be not moving, or at least against the edge of a wall, just to help me not move, because as you can see I'm moving backwards while I'm firing the Kalashnikov here from the recoil. So that's important to remember, that although you think you stood still, you're actually still slightly moving, and I think that is part of why it took me a little bit longer to unlock this trophy, and why you've got this guide to help you unlock this trophy, as I don't think it's exactly straightforward with the game physics and the trophy description. So you want to, again, pick your level and try from the start of that level to get the 30 seconds. Again, you might want to try and put a timer on or something to help you with this, because I know that I'm really bad at counting 30 seconds in my own head. And again, because the trophy might not unlock exactly when it's done, you might not kind of get it on time. This actually isn't a bad level for being at the edge of the screen. However, you can see people can approach you from above and below, so it can get a bit messy when people are jumping on you. I'm also getting a couple of other trophies here for the amount I've got in the bank and the hats that I've unlocked. Again, the hats in this game are just simply cosmetic and don't do anything to support anything really. So they are just literally, you buy them, they don't really do anything, which is a shame. As I've described in a couple of my other videos, it would have been nice if they could have added some extra things to your powers or abilities, or helped you fire faster or reload less often, etc. But yeah, they are just cosmetic. So there is a couple of trophies for collecting them all, so you will have to interact with those in the game anyway. Getting used to the gameplay, I guess, is the kind of first thing that you need to do when you're looking at this game. Didn't get very far, didn't collect a lot of bounty, so that will be the main thing later in the game. So I'm back on this level again. Again, I'm just posting myself up against the wall. Again, because I started, or I did this at the start of the level, you can see that there are not that many enemies coming at me. So it's much easier for me to actually obtain this trophy. Some of the trophies unlocking there in the background for surviving a certain amount of time. And as you can see, my bullets can take out any bullets fired by the attackers, so that can also help you stay alive by intercepting their bullets. Although some of the bullets come from random trajectories, so it's not always as easy as it maybe should be. As you can see, I haven't had a lot of attackers on this level. I have been hit a few times there. I would have thought that might have invalidated the movement, but it doesn't. So you can see there the Sightseeing trophy pops up. Hope that helps you with this trophy. Thank you for watching this How to Trophies video today. Hope to see you soon in the next one.